after 10th grade, I'm not going to pursue formal education. I want to skip my remaining schooling, my college, and I just want to pursue my curiosity and keep learning what interests me. Uh, how did you decide and come down to taking this call? Because it's a huge call.
So, I was not really interested into the Indian traditional education system, and what got me into leaving my educations post 10th was my interest toward VFX industry. To be honest, I was really fascinated with the animated movies, so I also wanted to make one of my own. So I started learning about VFX and VFX. I started learning about all those softwares like After Effects, Nuke, Fusion, DaVinci. So I started learning about all those softwares, and I got myself into freelancing first of all. And then when I showed my parents that I can do good in my life without even getting into those fancy degrees and stuff. So they were pretty convinced that okay, let's give him a chance. Let's put faith on him. So this is how I convinced my parents into I don't want to pursue my education and stuff. So
Hey guys, today we're going to be chatting with Aditya. Aditya has been a student with AccioJob in our cybersecurity program. Of course, he's cracked multiple offers and we'll talk about his entire journey. But most importantly, this journey has a lot of standouts. One, how access to internet early can spark a lot of curiosity. How a small I don't know what do you call it, circumstances enabled his access to internet much early in his life than it probably would have come for a lot of students. How curiosity really helps you get your hands on whatever skill you wish to gain, crack whatever domain you feel you want to open doors to. And not just that, a really big barrier which we set for ourselves in terms of our degrees and our certifications, which I think are more in our head. This is a live example because Aditya has only done his formal education till his 10th grade schooling. And after that, he left it on his curiosity to find a way to lead him to a great career, exciting work, a lot of learning, right? And that's what he's been focused on. And money, salary, growth, all of that is automatically following him irrespective, and he's still not chasing that. So a lot of positives and inspiring takeaways from his journey. But I don't want to walk you through all of it here. Let's get straight into talking with Aditya, hear out his journey. And I'm sure it'll be really inspiring for a lot of our viewers. Hey, so we've got Aditya right here with us. Aditya, we would love to start with an introduction about yourself, your journey, whatever you wish to share. Of course, I'll follow it up with a lot of questions, but an introduction for our audience.
First of all, thanks for having me, and I'm really glad to be a part of AccioJob family. And yes, hello guys, my name is Aditya Pratham Prakash. I'm 23 years old currently. I used to be a student at AccioJobs, and believe me, it was a wonderful experience. Well, a little bit about me. I used to be a VFX enthusiast. I used to be a VFX compositor. I have worked in many Bollywood and Hollywood movies as a VFX compositor as well. I have been into content creation. But post-pandemic, I was really into cybersecurity. As a kid, I was really enthusiastic about cybersecurity. I did all those fun stuff as a kid, like getting into phishing attacks, Wi-Fi hacking, all that stuff. But I never knew that cybersecurity is something that I can convert into a profession. So this pandemic was a life-changing moment for me, and I get into cybersecurity. And here I got to know about AccioJob and their training programs. I enrolled into it, and yes, here I am thriving.
It's lovely to know. We'd love to know more. So how was the journey? Where were you born? Where were you brought up? What was that early? Because as a kid, a lot of us have played cricket. As a kid, a lot of us have played maybe a little bit of video games. I've watched a lot of cricket. But majority of us were at least not hacking Wi-Fis, right? What got you into it?
Okay, so first of all, I belong to a small town in Odisha named as Damanjodi. It's in Koraput district. It's a very rural district, hill station and stuff. Not much access to PCs and computers, whatever. Uh, no to technology there, basically. So the thing what happened to me is, as a kid, my father was suffering from spondylitis due to some major accident, and so in my early playing days, he couldn't play with me like physically, so he handed me over with some computer, got me access to internet, and that's where I got into video games, playing Mario arcades and stuff. So yeah, that was a really early exposure to computer in my life, but I guess that contributed a lot to my journey as well. So that's how I started. And about hacking, I would say my friends were also into that, and there were many YouTube channels which were promoting cybersecurity, hacking contents. So mostly I was inspired through that. But I never knew like hacking could be a profession. It was a fun thing for me as a kid. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think as a kid, we didn't even think about what profession means,
Yeah.
right? So no point going there, but would love to know, yaar, this big call to be bold enough and say, after 10th grade, I'm not going to pursue formal education. I want to skip my remaining schooling, my college, and I just want to pursue my curiosity and keep learning what interests me. How did you decide and come down to taking this call? Because it's a huge call. Given in India, it's not a norm, right? We're not in Silicon Valley, let's be honest. Especially you're not in Silicon Valley, you're in Odisha, right? And that's not a place where you see a lot of outliers taking these calls every other day, right? So how was that process like? What got you around, and especially what got your parents also around it?
So, I was not really interested into the Indian traditional education system, and what got me into leaving my educations post 10th was my interest toward VFX industry. To be honest, I was really fascinated with the animated movies, so I also wanted to make one of my own. So I started learning about VFX and VFX. I started learning about all those softwares like After Effects, Nuke, Fusion, DaVinci. So I started learning about all those softwares, and I got myself into freelancing first of all. And then when I I showed my parents that I can do good in my life without even getting into those fancy degrees and stuff. So they were pretty convinced that okay, let's give him a chance. Let's put faith on him. So this is how I convinced my parents into I don't want to pursue my education and stuff. So that was a bold move.
No, I think kudos to your parents to be able to be such forward thinkers. Otherwise, the typical line from a papa will be कि बेटा आगे नौकरी वोकरी भी है, घर भी चलाना है, कुछ कर ले, ओपन से ही डिग्री कर ले, शादी भी तो करवाएंगे तेरी. That's the norm of how Indian households think, right? Yeah. So kudos there, yaar, no doubt about it. But let's move ahead, yaar. Got into VFX. VFX excited you. You learned it online, I believe. You built something around. You got some freelancing gigs,
yeah,
right? Getting your first money. You got your first money through VFX?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. So when you make that first money by yourself, I think that's the real kick.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It starts giving you that confidence that I can create value, right? But then how did this transition of VFX to cybersecurity happen?
So, pandemic is, I guess it is the time which changed lives of many people. Mm-hmm. And that was the time which, changed me as well. And I was casually that time was really depressing for most of the industries. In fact, VFX industry was quite down as well at that time. So I was not getting much gigs then. So I was casually gaming inside my room one day when I went across this hacking reel. And then this reel showed that how we can convert hacking into a profession. I really didn't know about anything like that. But as a kid, I remember, I was into hacking. and I wanted to do that like for my life. This is the opportunity in which I can convert my passion into something profitable and that could earn me some good money. So I got into YouTube and researched about stuff like how we can do cyber security. Like for me, before cybersecurity, it was hacking and it was all illegal. I was into anonymous, all that hacking groups and stuff. I was aware of them, but I never knew that yes, this is something I can get like money out of. So YouTube was major source which converted me, I would say. And then I would say Odisha, वहाँ पे इतना resource भी नहीं था उड़ीसा में. So there was like only some books, some YouTube videos which I followed and went into this career. Did some here and there. Try Hackney, CEH, I did that stuff.
Okay.
And then I landed my first job there at Odisha itself.
Okay.
Yeah, as a penetration tester. My major responsibility was pen testing government portals there. And then I got promoted. I got into SOC. I was managing SOC for multiple companies and mostly deployment side of the SOC. And then I also got into ISO 27001 auditing. I gained ISO 27001 lead auditor certificate through my company. And that's how I got into auditing as well. Now, then I joined AccioJob.
Okay, but this job in Odisha which you cracked, right? This is pretty interesting because you literally had very less background in cybersecurity. So this company in Odisha where you worked initially was like a third-party agency or an auditing agency for government portals?
Yeah.
Or for other businesses?
Other businesses as well.
Private businesses, whatever contracts they could crack?
Yeah.
Got it. Very interesting. How big was this company?
I would say I won't reveal the turnover.
No, headcount.
It is we can go at par with CSL.
With?
CSL.
CSM is?
CSM is a MNC.
Okay. Very interesting. Got it. And in terms of headcount, how big was this company? How many people?
Not much, 30 to 40 peeps.
Very interesting. All these cracked engineers were trying to hack an audit?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay. Then you came into AccioJob, yeah? You'd already begun your career to some extent in cybersecurity, right? Even if whatever job it was in Odisha, it was giving you exposure, it was giving you learning. Why did you decide to take up a program with AccioJob? And I'll tell you why I asked this question, because most of the students who come to us, right, they're still trying to figure out their first break in the career, right? That how do I really get into this career first, right? And a structured pathway like ours and the amount of industry connects which we can enable, right, or placements which we can enable for the students is a big value add for these people, right? But after a few years of experience, the student probably has certain amount of knowledge, learning, exposure and skills so that they will be able to probably crack a job and jump by themselves. So what was your reason to join AccioJob cybersecurity program?
Okay, so as I said, my initial learning curve was from TryHackMe and YouTube videos, some Udemy videos as well, but I wasn't satisfied by it, and most of those courses were into red teaming and penetration testing. My goal was something into getting into a leadership position like a CISO or CISA, which it needs blue teaming skills as well and management skill as well. And I thought all this outer knowledge from YouTube and all this third party resources is something unstructured. It's quite difficult to grasp at one time. So I really needed something which is structured. I needed some mentors and I needed some guidance which would help me crack the industries, like how the industries work, how you can approach industry, plus those connect that AccioJob provide. So I was really looking forward to that.
Understood. Okay, very interesting, right? So upskilling, of course, right? You're more on the red team side of it. You wanted to get exposure of a broader view and broader skill set, plus a more structured pathway where you think that you'll be able to build more depth in your understanding.
Yeah.
And of course, the opportunities and industry connects, right? Because I think at AccioJob, we always have said that we want to take a bet on all these people, irrespective of how the typical industry, I'll be very honest, still has a notion of going by a set protocol. Ki, yaar, are you a BTech? Are you a what is your degree? There's this eligibility, there's that eligibility. And we usually like to take these bets more that if someone is there with the right attitude and mindset, how can we really enable them, right? Because otherwise these are diamonds which the industry will end up losing, right? Will not probably pick up from the gold mine. So yeah, but okay, got it. So how was your experience with AccioJob? Tell me more about that. Tell our viewers more about that.
I would say like the IIT Guwahati microcredit program, it was amazing. I would say like the dream, there is a dream in every student's career path, like हाँ मुझको भी IIT crack करना है, एक दिन IIT में जाना है.
तेरा तो नहीं होगा यार.
नहीं, मेरा नहीं था, बट मेरे माँ बाप का जरूर था. तो एक टाइम में मैंने उनका सपना चकनाचूर कर दिया था. But this gave me opportunity कि हाँ, let's go to IIT and explore IIT.
Got it.
It was really fun. Apart from the fun, it was quite intuitive. Really good instructors, really structured path in studies, hands-on experience in labs. It helped me a lot, really. And the campus program, it was really fun.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, something like there's a regret in my life that I missed that college life, and I really experienced that in Guwahati with my college mates. So
nice.
It's a really good experience, I would say, in terms of education and socializing as well.
Very interesting. Got it. Nice, yeah. This is very good to know. Very heartening, I would say. And okay, a little more about the end of the journey, right? How were placements with AccioJob like for you? What was the placement experience? And especially, I'm sure everyone is very curious to hear that. Given कि पहले break कर चुके कि भाई 10th standard के बाद आगे formal education नहीं किया है. So please tell us how was your placement experience?
So I would say कि cyber security, first of all, it's a very liberal domain, I would say. If you have the correct skill sets and if you have that zeal to keep learning, I would say cyber security में आपको कोई भी they would take up. But still there is a major wall in MNCs which they still search for graduations, BTechs. In fact, not the tech side of BTechs, if you consider. वो लोग tech side में BTech भी नहीं ढूंढ रहे, any bachelors. Like you just need to be a graduate, and if you have the adequate certifications like CEH or OSCP, stuff like that, they would still consider you. But yes, graduation is still a gap.
Yeah.
So through AccioJob, I got my first placement and it was really good. I really thought that मुझको जो चाहिए था to get to the CISO position, मैंने अपने placement manager के साथ बहुत अच्छे से बात किया था. I talked with him like 30 or 40 minutes, gave him my story. He got what I'm looking for, and he knew what to provide. So he personally handpicked those opportunities for me, and उन्होंने उसको बोला कि आदित्य, this is the company, I feel this is a very good opportunity for you. This would be a very good career path जो कि तुमको आगे हेल्प करेगा तुम्हारे गोल को अचीव करने में. एंड वो हुआ भी, एंड वो करियर पाथ वाज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग एंड इट वाज रियली रिक्वायर्ड फॉर मी मेरे करियर के लिए एज अ सीसो और सीसा व्हिच आई एम एस्पायरिंग. बट यस, कॉर्पोरेट है, कुछ चीज़ हमारे हाथ में नहीं होती, कुछ चीज़ AccioJob के भी हाथ में नहीं है. सो या कल्चरल फिट इश्यूज तो मेरे एंड से थे, बट AccioJob didn't back out. They also got in the situation, and they provided me with a second placement as well. And if you relate to cybersecurity, you would know about Equifax. Well, like 2017 cybersecurity के दुनिया में बहुत खतरनाक घटना हुई है Equifax में, anybody who relates to cybersecurity, they would know about it. And मुझको भी इस घटना के बारे में पता था. I was really fascinated about it. And Hacker Jobs के करिकुलम में भी इसका जिक्र है. हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं Equifax के बारे में. It's a case study for us.
Yeah.
And from the case study and getting placed at Equifax, it's a journey, I would say.
Yeah.
It is a journey.
Yeah.
And AccuJob was really behind me, and they really pushed me for getting into this placement. And as I said, there was a career gap. Yeah, like I don't have my graduations, and Equifax is MNC. So they first, my interview went well. They know I had the skills which they were looking for, but yes, my CV lacked some certificates, some papers. Yeah, stuff. Yeah. So then the first round, interview, screening, HR round, उस सब के बाद जब documentations की बारी आई, they rejected me because they said कि I lack some minimum qualifications. But after some placement thing, AccuJob made its magic, and कुछ दिनों के बाद I got a message from Equifax.
So behind the scenes, I'll tell you, behind the scenes story was Utkarsh, who is your placement manager.
Yeah.
Utkarsh actually reached out to Dominic. Dominic, if you're hearing this, thank you so much. So Dominic heard out that Utkarsh's words that, yeah, this is a talent, this is a skilled guy who's really passionate. You should make this exception. Please make a case inside. Again, like you said, it's an MNC, right? So it's not like कि Dom ने बोल दिया कर दो, right? So he pushed it कि यार please case बनाओ, exception बनवाओ. It went to the Australian team for approval, right? We got that approval back, and then Dom called you back, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what happened behind the scenes to get that through. But they made that exception because they had interviewed you, right? They interviewed you, they knew your mindset, they knew your story, they knew your skill set. तो हम तो बस enabler हैं, हमें credit नहीं चाहिए.
But credit तेरा है, still the credit goes to this guy.
नहीं, credit तेरा है. I think that's the impression you left on them, that we just have to put that final push key. This is where you make these exceptions, right? Because otherwise, like I said, you lost a talent purely because of a preset eligibility criteria, which I think the world is moving away from.
Yes.
Right? And the world has to move away from very soon. Because I don't think the formal education system is keeping up with how the young minds think, how young minds upskill, how they chase their curiosity. And I think if you don't respect that grind and talent, you probably miss out, right? So it's something which companies need to weigh in, and kudos to Equifax, right? Kudos to Dominic, kudos to their team to be able to see that and take that call, right? So great stuff, yeah. What a journey. One last question, yeah. Right? You've seen a journey, right? 7, 8, 10 years has been a journey. One piece of advice for people in general, one big learning for you in life which you value a lot, which you abide by a lot, which you think यार यही है, मतलब ऐसे ही सोचना है.
I would say 2 things actually. पहली बात तो ये है, अगर तुमने कुछ सोचा है and you are facing resistance from society, then know that you are doing something good. Yeah. If you are doing something new, something alien to the society, resistance आएगा ही आएगा. But if you believe that you are doing something good, if you believe you are contributing something to your mental peace, to your career, and doing something good, and you believe that हाँ मैं करके दिखा सकता हूँ, so just stick to it. Don't care about कि वो 4 लोग क्या बोलेंगे, क्योंकि बोलेंगे भाई. Exactly, बोलेंगे सही में, memes भी बनाएंगे तुम्हारा पर. सही में यार, like I have been there and memes बनते थे मेरे पे भी, and हाँ, and बहुत सुनना भी पड़ेगा. But yes, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब तुम उनको प्रूव कर दोगे कि नहीं, जो मैं कर रहा था सही था and you guys were wrong. तो जस्ट वही है कि अगर कुछ सोचा है तो उसमें निडर रहो, and don't ever back out from मेहनत. कर्म करो, फल की अपेक्षा मत करो.
Yes. Back yourself, but also make sure that you're backing it up with your hard work and effort, right? Don't just back yourself and not do anything. So that's very important, which I credit उसने बोला नहीं, but वो भी important part है. ये नहीं है कि 4 लोग क्या कहेंगे हम chill करते हैं, मेहनत करनी है उसके बाद. But lovely यार, what a conversation, मजा आ गया.
Lovely. I'm glad I'm here.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this video. I'm sure this was really, really inspiring. For me, it was. If you like such stories, if you like to hear out people who are building their careers, seeing a phase of continuous growth for themselves, right? And you want to be inspired by that, do subscribe to AccioJobs YouTube channel and definitely like Aditya's story. We'll add his LinkedIn also in the description. Do connect, right? These are the people in your life which keep giving you small learnings which could probably help you a lot, right? So yeah.